Honestly, I was working with kids with special needs already before I started here in 1997, a long time ago. So I met someone and they told me there was a position open, and I thought it was very interesting, and I thought I could do it, so I started and I have never left.
I really wanted to look at where I could make the biggest impact, and so I knew that education, specifically special education, is where I think I would be able to do that.
Where we go and have them trick or treat, which we know that at times if they're in a wheelchair or parents don't tend to take them out into the public. So getting to see them, that they get to do the same activities as anybody else, just doing it here within our own little campus, that's very fun. Also during Christmas, we get to sponsor our students for a Christmas gift. So Santa comes in and they get to go and see Santa. So those special moments where all their smiles are always at the foremost of the actual event, it's the best part, I guess.
Finding out what strategies will work with certain students, because not all of them are the same. So, trying to be creative with them so they can learn and be progressing and moving on, and just finding the way to make them learn.
We meet together once every year as a committee. We meet with the counselor, administrator, the teacher, the general teacher, and the parent. We review their individual education plan and we go over what is it that it's working. If it's not working, then we modify it there. We provide more classroom accommodations, testing accommodations.
We try different things, we modify, we accommodate, we do lots of things to find out what their special need is, and we finally get it right, and then we go move on and we have a great time learning. I love working here. I love working in Donna. I love the people that I work with, and it's so important to enjoy what you do. And it's just amazing that I found a home here, and I'm really happy.
I've got my master's in special education, and I will be getting my doctorates in special education by the end of the year as well. So I'm very passionate about that. It drives me when I see my students being successful, and so I think that's where my passion comes from.
It's emotional. I have to say, even after all these years, 24 years, I still get emotional at the end of the year. When they move on to middle school, it's still emotional after having them here in elementary for so long. It's incredible, and you become really close with the families, and then it's kind of touching.
I remember having a student in a resource setting, and I moved the child to the gen ed setting with services, and the parent was like, "What do you mean?" The child went on to be successful from 8th grade through high school, went to college, and so that kind of stuff for me is what defines success.